Gotcha. And actually, my last question for you, Abdullah Mason, that fight
Yeah,
was that was beautiful. That was a
that
beautiful
was a
fight.
good fight.
Yeah.
He showed a lot in that fight, and he proved that he's a real deal.
Is that in your opinion like the eventual fight, maybe like 2 years or so from now, Shakur Abdullah Mason? Is that like one of those Spence Crawford type of fights, like just a real mega fight down the line, you think?
It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be because Abdullah Mason's got the height and to probably go up to 140. I don't know what Shakur is going to do right now, but I think the manner was passing towards him. Far as because he's in a weight class in both two, whether he's fighting at 35 or 40, he's in a one of the more premier weight classes, and he's been right there, speculating along, with special talent and greatness and everything like that. So he's going to do that with Tio to try to win the lineal championship against Teofimo, which got a lot of respect in the game. And then let's see how he got how that happens for him after that. I don't know. Maybe Tank might decide to go down there and fight him. Maybe make that fight, But that's the thing for Shakur. I think that Mason is, like you say, a couple little bit away from that, and his fight, I would say Mason, his next fight should be against, like I say, they said Kid Austin. Kid
Mm.
Austin, he's been steered around getting close to the championship. And so now, if let's see how that play out. Let's see if they, because like I say, Shakur is on his way going to 140. Don't know if he's going to stay there or not. And this kid has been around. Both been coming up at the same time. Austin and Abdullah Mason. They both been on the trajectory at the same time. So now let's go. I like to see that fight. It's an intriguing fight. But as long as those guys in the game and they're winning, anything is possible. And I think they both be intriguing matchups. I think Abdullah Mason, he'll be an intriguing matchup with any of those guys.
Does Abdullah kind of remind you of anybody, man? I mean, a lot of people kind of, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but some people say kind of reminds them of Crawford. I don't necessarily see that, but it was like, does he kind of remind you of somebody, man?
No, no, and I definitely don't think he remind me of Crawford. No,
Hmm.
I don't think he reminds me of Crawford. But Abdullah Mason can box. He proved that he can fight. He's physically strong to fight on the inside. You can't just push him around. So I'm just looking for Abdullah Mason to keep getting better and better and keep doing what Abdullah Mason do. He might end up fighting Andy Cruz or something like that. Andy Cruz about to fight. Maybe if he win, so it could be something in that range. But I think Abdullah Mason is a special fighter in the sense that he knows his way around the ring and he has an exciting style. So I'm looking for, if I would say anybody without the switching, it remind me of Boots.
Mm,
I
okay.
would say if you want to say remind me of somebody, it'd be Boots, because Boots is a fighter. He likes to throw dazzling combinations, and he probably could use his ability to win boring fights or make them boring. But he chooses to mix it up with the guys and go get them. So I think Abdullah Mason is in that same realm.
And actually, before I let you go, because you brought up Andy Cruz, and I'm extremely high on Andy Cruz. I've always been high on him. I do think he'll end up beating Moritalia. Moritalia's a really good fighter, but I do think Andy will win. Just how do you think a fight between Andy Cruz and Abdullah Mason will play out, man? Just how did that go? Who do you favor? Yeah, how does that look, man?
I don't know. I mean, Andy Cruz it seemed like he's coming into his own. He's getting a little better. Let's just see how but Abdullah Mason's gonna be tough for anybody.
Hmm.
Abdullah Mason's gonna be tough for anybody. I think Abdullah Mason's gonna be tough for anybody. Yeah, Abdullah Mason's gonna be tough for anybody. That dude, he's only gonna get better and better. He's gonna get better and better.
Got you.
I would like to see him keep his right hand up a little bit more, and I like to see him use his right hook a little bit more. I
Hmm.
talked to him and I told him that, but I don't. I think he could use his right hook a little bit more. Southpaws tend to use that left hand a little bit too much. I think he need to use his right hook a little bit more. That'll make him even more, or 10 times more dangerous. Just like you seen with Pacquiao, when they added that right hook, Pacquiao was way more dangerous. So I would like to see him use his right hook a little bit more, but I think Abdullah Mason can hang with the best of them.
Is it a little bit difficult to kind of get a guy that get a guy like Abdullah Mason who looks like a terrific boxer on the outside, but he look like he'll bang with you right in the middle of the ring. Is it kind of
Yeah.
difficult to get him out of that zone and be like, dude, just box, 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 box. You could bang too, but just box. You don't gotta have a difficult night like that.
No, because I think he got the talent to do that. Just like Crawford. Crawford standing fights with you too. You know, Crawford, he gets down and likes to fight too. So I think he has the ability to do that. You know, I think he has the ability to do that, and that's what the people want to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's taking too much punches. You know, but when you're inside and you're changing punches, you're going to get hit. That's boxing. So I
Yeah,
think he's coming out fine, and that's what makes for, you know, like I say, you know, the thing that's the knock on Devin Haney. You know, he don't have no inside game. You know, and for that matter, Brian Norman didn't have no inside game, and so it makes for a lackluster fight sometimes. You know, and it's a smart way to win, but you know, it's not always an entertaining way to win. And I think that you know, that's I think that's the way for a fighter, a boxer to go. You have to stand and fight. Sometimes you ain't gonna be able to just stay on the outside and box every time. Sometimes you're gonna have to fight. And so to have that ability is a positive, and I think Abdullah Mason got that as a positive, and it's going to help him throughout his career. And it's like I say, he's a must see fighter.
gotcha, man. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of these guys in more big fights down the line, man. But look, I appreciate you jumping on, breaking down the entire card for me, man. That card was epic last weekend, man. I appreciate you tonight,
It,
brother. Thank you.
it was. But you know what? Like I say, another thing too though is watching these guys perform. You know, you don't want to see them in there with like just like guys that's way underneath their level, but they're not going to be fighting in super fights back to back with these guys. You know, so it's good that I would like to see them more on the card, more with each other. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? On the same card, they don't just have to fight each other, but I think it's exciting to watch that level of talent on the same card. You know, and then mix in between where they're fighting each other. But you know, to watch these guys go to work is, you know, is a treat in itself.
yeah, for sure. 100%, man. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, man, like I said, just appreciate you jumping on, and hopefully we can have you on again, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Hans.
All right.
Later.
Appreciate you.
Later.